crap. You know, even that word is probably too generous to describe a commentary like this. So for those of you who don't know, Syndicate of Outcasted Commentators released their second group commentary a few days ago at the time of this recording. Who's the Syndicate of Outcasted Commentators, some of you might be asking? Well, they're a commentary group similar to BOP or Fox/ODD. Now, when I saw their first group commentary, it was pretty weak sauce. But to be fair, it was their first group commentary. So a few months pass, and they release a second one. Now, in that amount of time, a person could take the criticism received and work on making the next video better, but then I wouldn't be here talking about this, would I? So, yeah, I didn't like this commentary. In fact, I could argue it's even worse than their first commentary. Why is that? Well, first off, the topic. Roaring Thunder Pursuit. In particular, his video on Blazing Rants. Same user that made several responses to his detractors, and the one that closed his account months ago. This user is, as of April 2016, a dead topic, and the drama with him was also dead. Oh, and your excuse of it being in the planning stages since January is not a good excuse, especially since you admit he closed his account in the description of your own video. As soon as you found that out, as well as the fact that the drama with him died out, you should have scrapped the video. It would be like Bop doing a commentary on Blackbuster Critics videos against the commentary community. It would not only be bringing up old and dead drama, but it would also be irrelevant since everyone involved in that drama moved on from it and let it go. Hell, even my group had to scrap multiple commentaries because of either dead drama/irrelevancy. For instance, we had a commentary on Doodletones planned, but we scrapped it once the other commentaries started popping up, and then it became too irrelevant to commentate on. Heck, this is the second time now that your group has gone after dead topics. After all, your first group commentary was on the Orion broadcast. You'd think that after getting called out for that last time you would have learned, but nope! The second problem I have with this video is the chemistry between the three individuals. Slothboy, Kurumi, and Mavstation's chemistry is so freaking weak that it rivals the co-op videos from Tamashi Hiroka. You guys rarely interacted, your flow was incredibly off, and it felt like I was watching three separate commentaries on this guy instead of a try-op/group commentary. And this is coming from someone who has made weak co-ops in the past. The only decent chemistry I got out of this video was the intro skit, and even then, I found two other problems with it: the delivery and the writing. Speaking as someone who has had problems delivering their lines in the past, I can say this with a straight face. Your delivery and writing for this intro skit was terrible. Slothboy and Kurumi's delivery made it painfully obvious they were reading from a script. Mavstation's delivery is flatter than a Pepsi out in the sun for a week, and even the jokes they were trying to tell in this skit were flat because of said delivery. I know humor is subjective, but even then, this intro skit was a pain to slog through. Oh, and the editing sucks too, which I find even funnier because Slothboy says he's gonna cut out RTP's pointless moments, yet he still lets this
defeats the purpose of an anonymity.
And this,
but do you even know what a bully is?
Through. Also, there was a moment in this video that could have been easily cut out, and it's after one of Slothboy's interjections. Slothboy argued that RTP should title his videos what they are, not what RTP wants them to be, and then seconds later, Kurumi goes,
"Oh, and speaking of titles, yeah, the better option is to label your videos in a way so that people know exactly what it is and what it's about, rather than the trash that you put as the titles."
I could go on debunking every little thing wrong with this video, but I am not qualified to do that, and I don't feel like going through this video a third time. Besides, $5 says someone's already working on a full-length commentary on this shit. We'll see if I'm correct or not in the coming days/weeks, but until then, I want to make one final point, and this involves Slothboy. So before I continue, I want to say this to Kurumi and Mavstation. Work on your delivery/writing, and I can see potential in you two becoming good commentators. Maybe not great commentators, but at the very least, you can be good/decent. Now on to Slothboy. When I first saw this group commentary, I had a neutral opinion of you. Yes, you did stupid shit, and I called you out on it on certain occasions, but I didn't hate you. Then I took a look at your responses in the comments section as well as your ask, and my opinion of you quickly soured. I hate death threats. You are supposed to be in your 20s, supposedly, and yet here you are giving death threats to people older/possibly younger than you. And telling people like DanMed to, quote, go overdose on Ritalin, unquote, only serves to make you worse than the people you hate. 'Cause at least they don't make death threats on a constant basis. Oh, and also, gotta love how you accuse people of harassing you, yet you don't show proof of this. Before you accuse me of being a blind hater, Slothboy, I'm not. Like I said, before going into the second group commentary and seeing your actions in the comments/AskAFem posts, I had a neutral opinion. You soured it, Sloth Boy. And this is coming from the guy who at one point called A363MTR and asked for Ryan, started a feud with Pikmin and Evan, fought with ODD members, and righteously got punished for it. So much like how I screwed myself over with those actions, you screwed yourself over, Sloth Boy, based on your actions. So congrats, Sloth Boy. I thought meta was bad, but you just took the cake. And before the comments come rolling in, because I brought up old shit, I will take my leave. Take care.